what up? It's your boy Pawn Stars coming at you with a rest in peace Kimbo Slice. He died at age 42. I know I'm a little late. I apologize. A lot of things have happened. You know, the baby and life. But I'm going to try to get you guys as much commentary as I can. But back to the topic, man. Kimbo Slice, he passed away at age 42. I remember back in the day watching YouTube videos of this dude, and the shit was insane. Now, back in the day, me and my friends used to watch bum fights too. So we would watch Kimbo Slice instead, and this dude was fighting bare knuckles in people's backyards. It was crazy. No gloves, no nothing, man. Just straight up boxing. And it looked painful. It looked painful for them. It looked painful for him. But it was ridiculous, man. And I remember one fight, Kimbo was fighting this dude. You know, at the end of the fight, this dude's eye was hanging out of his socket, man. He got hit so hard his eyeball flew out of his fucking socket, dude. Look it up. I think it's still on YouTube. I think I looked it up the other day, man. It's disgusting. And as soon as that happened, dude, the dude just threw in a towel, man. He said he's done. The dude that he was fighting, man, it was ridiculous. And I remember vividly when Kimbo was going to go to the UFC, and he was supposed to fight Seth Petrozelli. And dude, I wasn't following UFC too much at the time, but my brother was into it, and I figured, hey, I'd give it a shot around that time. And went and checked out that fight, and I told my brother about Kimbo and the shit that I've seen on YouTube, and he's never heard of this dude. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, this dude's gonna run through the UFC, because this dude's usually used to fighting bare knuckles, man. Anticipation was building till the fight came on. I never seen Seth before, and well, he looked a little goofy, man. Goofy looking dude, purple hair and shit. I'm telling myself, Kimbo's finna lay this dude out. Kimbo comes out with a half-shaved chest. I'm like, the fuck am I seeing right now? I couldn't stop laughing. They rang the bell. Kimbo was knocked out. Ref called it. Kimbo was dumbfounded. He didn't want the fight to end. I was actually shocked that this big-ass dude fell over to a limp noodle. But, you know, that was the last time I watched that dude fight. I ran by. I was streaming, and Ricky Silver, he's a longtime supporter of my stream. He actually ran by the trending topic on Twitter that Kimbo passed away. I'm like, what? I'm shocked. And then later on, he told me that he failed the drug test, the steroids. I was like, oh, okay, that must be what the hell happened. No, I'm unaware of as to how he died. Nobody ever knows. I don't believe media anymore. And they're probably going to point the finger at the steroids anyways. And, you know, it could be, man. Who knows? It's just a guess. But, you know, rest in peace, my dude. You were an animal in the streets. You were an animal in the cage. And you were a kind man outside of all of that, dude. So, told you guys I've been listening to books. Yes, listening. Audible.com. Probably the most convenient way to gather knowledge. It allows you to still do things around you, around the house, working, whatnot, working out, and still gather some knowledge. I've been listening to this book called Extreme Ownership. It's about military, Navy SEALs in Afghanistan and Iraq, and they discuss war stories that have happened overseas, and they take what they've learned through Navy SEAL training all the way to the situations to the battlefield and apply that to real world business and everyday life. It's an amazing book. I've never read or heard a book like this, and one thing that I've learned from this book, and I have immediately applied to my life, is that I have to take ownership of the negatives that are happening in this quote-unquote business. As an entertainer or a leader, everything falls on me. If you're a leader of a group, it's not their fault you failed if something fails. You guys see how I address pub matches. Now, if I'm leading the team, I'll find a way to get them to victory. No team should weigh me down. I was also blaming the community and the COD games released for the reasons why the views have been so low for some of these OG streamers. You know, my chat agrees. But I don't fully agree. You know, it's my job to take ownership and find a way to prosper. It is my job to make it work. So that's something that I've gathered from this book that, like I said, I immediately applied to my life. There's way more tidbits in the book that I can discuss later on in future commentaries, but this is just one of many books that have immediately impacted my life, and it could impact yours. You know, who knows what could happen in the future? Right now, what you guys could be going through. I've got all sorts of viewers going through whatever it may be in life, and some of this knowledge is going to apply to you guys and it's going to help you. So I really hope eventually it helps you guys. If you guys actually listen to the rest of this commentary all the way to the end of the video, thumbs up, baby. I appreciate it. But that's just a little bit of this book. I will give you guys more in future commentaries. Nutty Nut, keep your butthole tight. Deuces. Call me Ric Flair in this bitch!